Okay, estudiantes, we're now going to talk about indirect object pronouns. Okay, they are different from what we just got done studying, right? What you just had a test on, because they indirectly receive the action of the verb. So when you go to the verb, you're not going to ask who or what, right? You're going to usually ask for whom or to whom. Yes, I said whom. Hopefully you understand that that's the correct usage, okay? The thing about Spanish is that indirect object pronouns has to be, they must be in every phrase where an indirect object is actually present. That's going to seem weird to you. You're going to say, well, if I already have the phrase for Maria, para Maria in my sentence, why do I need the for her? That's just the way Spanish works. These are not going to be optional. These are the pronouns that we use with gustar. Okay? And importantly, they only represent people, not things. So remember, with direct objects, you could have, it or him or whatever, but with this, it's only for people. Okay? Now here they are. You got your me, which is your to or for me, your te, to or for you, le, to or for him, her, you formal, nos, to or for us, les, to or for them or you plural. And really importantly, indirect object pronouns must come, so important, before that conjugated verb. Woo! Okay? You should be pretty used to that by now. We've had a lot of refrains of, you must put this before the conjugated verb. So this is kind of a refrain. Okay? Again, if you recognize these pronouns, me, te, le, nos, les, these are exactly the ones that you used with gustar when you were in Spanish 1. It's just that nobody ever sat down and specifically stated, oh, because they mean this. But when you use gustar, you're saying something is pleasing. So when you say, the pizza is pleasing to me, now you understand why it's me gusta, right? To me. When you say, shopping is pleasing to me, right? Me gusta ir de compras. Well, shopping is an activity. It is doing the pleasing. That's why you're, etc. Anyway, you get the picture. Okay, so a couple examples for you. Mis padres me dieron $20 a mí. My parents gave $20 to me. Here is what you have to know, right? The a mí, the part that's very clearly, your brain is going to go, oh yeah, that means to me. I get it. That's optional. I could easily take that out of my sentence and still have the sentence be correct. But what's not optional is the me, which is the to or for me part. Okay? So I can have a sentence and have it be correct if I take that out. But if I mess with the me, all of a sudden I've made a grave error. Okay? Another example. Cristina le escribe una carta a Santa Claus. She's writing a letter to Santa. A Santa Claus. Yeah, it's for clarification. It makes the sentence a little bit more clear, but it's optional. The le, the to him, to Santa, that has to be in your sentence. Must be. All right, so if you had to choose, hopefully you're, would understand what we're doing here. Luisa gave a check to you. See that a-t, to you? Okay, the pronoun that matches with to you is te. That's what I fill in there, and it goes in front of my conjugated verb. That's my conjugated verb, so I put it in front. Okay? Yo blank dije la verdad a mis padres. To my parents. To them. It's the same thing as saying to them. To them is les. I fill in les. They bought some chocolates for me. Oh, for me. There's one way to say for me, and that's with me, so that's what I'm going to fill in there. And lastly, Sarita wrote a text to her boyfriend. To her boyfriend. That's optional, but what I really mean is to him. To him is le. So I'm going to fill in le. That's how this should work. Pepe and I told the rumor to you. To you, a usted, right? Again, that's optional, but it does let you clarify that it needs to be to you, and that's le. You formal, obviously. Cecilia made some sandwiches for us. For us is nos. Rodrigo explains the history to Juan and Chuy. To them. That's les. Okay? And be careful with that, because some of you lazy readers, right, you'll look and you'll go, oh, Juan, and you'll stop. And you won't realize, oh, it's to Juan and to Chuy, two people, to them. So really make sure you read your sentences thoroughly. Gabriela described the project to Pepe and to me. To Pepe and to me, that's to us. That's why I would fill in nos. Okay? Now, sometimes you get an infinitive in your phrase, right? Remember, that's just a big fancy word for not conjugated verb. When you have an infinitive, you have two options. You will always be able to put option number 2 right before the conjugated verb. Here it is. Here's my te. I will send a text to you. Te voy a enviar un texto. There's the to you, okay? But because I have a non-conjugated verb, enviar, right, an infinitive, I also get a second option of putting that te on the end of the infinitive, attached, no spaces. Voy a enviarte un texto. So both of these sentences, option 1 and option 2, mean I'm going to send you a text. I'm going to send a text to you. You get your choice because you have an infinitive. If you don't have an infinitive, you do not get a choice. Okay, so if you were trying to come up with these phrases, I need to buy lunch for you. I like to build phrases backwards. I like to start, right, since you have to put the pronoun in front of the conjugated verb, start with the pronoun. It goes in front. For you, informal, that's going to be a te. Okay? I need to buy, that's necesito, to buy, comprar, and again, in this case, since I have a conjugated verb plus an infinitive, I get two options. Necesito comprarte, here's the te on the end, or in front of the necesito, okay? Read through the rest of the examples, okay, and let me know if there's any confusion, but otherwise, that's indirect object pronouns.